And the LA Times is reporting that Magic Johnson is going to join the team on the road this weekend, Scottie, to talk to the players about what happened at the trade deadline, let them all say their piece and try to move forward as a group. Do you think it's going to work? Do you expect the Lakers to be able to rebound from this? Because one win in the Garden does not a season make, right?
No, it's definitely not a season mix, but I think this is an issue that Magic has to address. I think these players have been sort of dragged through the mud for the last month or so with trade talks. So I think he has to regain their confidence to some way and also assure them that they're going to be Lakers for a while. Whether or not, they can believe that or have to believe that, he has to sell that to them. But again, they have to go play basketball. This is part of our business. You get your name thrown around in trade talks all the time, whether you're a superstar or you're the bottom guy on the totem pole. So you still got to go and play. And I think having LeBron back will help these young players. He truly boosts their confidence, and they just seem to be a better team when he's out on the court.
Rachel, this is what I call the Lakers' cone of uncertainty.
Oh, I love the cone. The cone is back. We're going to get you an actual cone by the time the playoffs come around.
They just have some really great victories. They've won in Oklahoma City. They've won in Golden State. They win in Boston on a game where it really could have gone the opposite way. Rondo was 0-11 on those shots in the last 10 seconds. They missed 11 free throws in this game. They very easily could have lost by one and been kicking themselves for losing at the free throw line. So when you look at the Lakers going forward, now that we're talking about this team, anything is possible. They could get into the playoffs and get a good seed and make the conference finals. They could finish 10th. And that's why I think they're one of the most compelling teams going forward.
Oh, we're bringing this back up again.
Just because it's great.
It is amazing. It's so good.
I think it's great that LeBron is, for the first time, having to deal with the pressure of making the playoffs. He's always had that comfort level when he was playing in the East of pretty much being the best team in the East. Well, now his backs are against the wall, and he's really having to play playoff basketball in February, if I could say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to show you guys, so this is the 6 through 8 teams, 6 through 10 seeds in the Western Conference, and we have their strength of schedule. So here is where we go, right? The Lakers of that group have the toughest schedule coming up, and that is a significant swing. Look at the Jazz's schedule versus look at the Lakers' schedule and how tough it is. And Scottie, I think it's so interesting what you say about LeBron, because forget just not getting hurt again, he is going to have to play hard, and he's going to really have to make the point.
It's tough because at this stage of his career, we've kind of watched him dial back a little bit. Now it's time for him to turn it up, just watching last night's game and watching the last few seconds of that game and how, Celtics tried to take the ball out of LeBron's hands. Just the effort that he gave to try to get the ball and to show that you're the greatest player. I was kind of disappointed with that, but he has to give more effort. This is playoff basketball for him night in and night out. Yeah. They got lucky last night.
Scottie broke down the last play for me in a way that I hadn't seen it before, and I gave Marcus Morris credit for denying LeBron the ball, but he didn't really go get it as you would expect him to. And as Scottie also pointed out to me, that rebound that Rondo corrals, LeBron sort of wasn't chasing it. He was way out of the play. So. Yeah.
And my point to that is, and it was really not really taking a shot at LeBron, but sort of taking a shot at him. If you consider yourself the greatest player, then you got to get that ball at the end of the game. You have to be the one that the Lakers have to stop. And to me, he didn't make any effort to go get the ball. But secondly, as the shot goes up, he was like he was nailed into the floor. He never made an effort, and thank God Tyson was able to get a hand on this ball, or the Lakers would have lost that game. And it would have been a disappointing, because it would have definitely been magnified what LeBron did at the end of that game.
And our producers were showing Kobe Bryant there a minute ago, because you brought up to them this morning that streak that Kobe had where they were trying. I mean, it's an irony, right? Because Kobe Bryant was, and this was obviously much later in the season than February, but he started playing 48 minutes a game to try to push the Lakers to the number 8 seed in the playoffs.
Exactly.
And that is when he snapped his Achilles.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what I'm saying about LeBron, is that he's going to have to play some of his hardest basketball over the next couple months if he want to find himself back in the postseason. He has a great streak going in terms of getting in the postseason. It's going to be tough this season.